fifth chapter, we are going to learn about organizing. So here we will be learning the concept of organizing, the process of organizing, its importance, meaning, advantages, disadvantages, the divisional organization, functional organization, formal and informal organization, then about delegation and decentralization, then the importance of delegation and decentralization, and the difference between delegation and decentralization. So going to the meaning, let us look what is organizing. Organizing essentially implies a process which coordinates human efforts and assembles resources and integrates both into unified whole to be utilized for achieving specified objective. So organizing means that you are coordinating the human efforts as well as the resources inside the organization to complete a given task for achieving an objective. So organizing essentially implies a process which coordinates human efforts, assembles resources and integrates both into a unified whole to be utilized for achieving specified objective. It can be defined as the process that initiates implementation of plans by clarifying jobs and working relationships and efficiently deploying resources for attainment of identified and desired result. So organizing can be defined as it is a process of implementing the plan. For example, when you are going to when you are going to prepare for an exam, you make the timetable, you set the timing. This all is being done to achieve that goal, to pass the exam with good marks. So those activities which you are doing for achieving some objective, how you are organizing those activities is termed as organizing. Now let us look at the steps, a process of organizing. The first one is identification and division of work. So it itself says that first you have to identify what all work you have to do, and you have to divide the work. You cannot completely do it by yourself, right? So you have to divide it into parts which can be done first, which have to be done secondly, and the timing for each work have to be identified. So identification and division of work is the first process. Next is departmentalization. So once it has been divided into small activities, the total work is divided into small activities, it has to be allotted to different departments. So the finance matters will be done by finance department, the marketing activity will be done by the marketing department. So different activities, different groups can be formed. The department can be created with several criteria. Like for example, most popularly used bases are territory, north, south, west, or you can you use departments like appliance department, clothes department, cosmetic department. So different department according to the nature of your business can be formed. Third one is assignment of duties. Now each person in the department must be allocated duties. What all duties a person should do under his department has to be assigned. Next is establishing authority and reporting relationship. Authority responsibility relationship is made between the managers and the workers. So whenever a problem arises, they will be answerable to the top management. They will be responsible as well as they will be doing the work accurately because they are responsible for their activities. Next is about the importance of organizing. Why is organizing important? So as we said that organizing leads to division of work, so it will obviously lead to specialization. The first important is benefits of specialization. A specialization benefit will be available for the business organization because each work is divided among different departments, different groups are doing so. The work which is done by each group will be in a specialized form. So it reduces the workload as well as it reduces wastage and minimizes errors. Second one is clarity in working relationship, because the establishment of working relationship clarifies lines of communication, specifies who is to report to who. So authority responsibility relationship gives them a clarity about whom they are responsible to, what all work they have to do, whom should they report to. So confusion, ambiguity is reduced when organizing is done. Next is optimal utilization of resources, that is maximum utilization of resources without wastage and maximum efficiency can be achieved through organizing. Next is adaptation to change. The process of organizing allows a business enterprise to accommodate changes in the business environment. We have learned before that an business environment keeps on changing, it is dynamic. So the process of organizing allows a business enterprise to accommodate changes. It helps it to adapt to the changes taking place in the organization's environment, and if any revision or restructure is to be brought, they will take steps accordingly. Next is effective administration. Organizing helps for an effective administration. You can look after the work taking place in the organization very effectively. Clarity can be brought. This brings effectiveness in administration. Next is development of personnel. While organizing, when you are you will be specialized in those departments which you are working, so that will lead to development of the person, individual as well. The workload is reduced, so he can concentrate in the work of those departments allocated to him, and this will lead to development of the organization as well as development of individual. Next is expansion and growth. Is organizing helps in growth and diversification of enterprise. So as specialization is being adopted, it allows you to expand your activities. You can do more. Your business will grow more, and diversification will take place. Next is about organization structure. Organization structure is the outcome of organizing process. So the structure means the result of your organizing process. So if an effective structure exists, it will lead to an effective result. So this organization structure is the outcome of whatever you are doing, whatever process you have done for organizing, and it can be defined as the framework within which manage operating tasks are performed. It is the framework within which the activities are performed, and you cannot cross those frameworks. And there are different types of organization structure. This has been look at the next topic, that is types of organization structure. There exist two types of organization structure. The first one is the functional structure, and second one is divisional structure. First one is about functional structure. What is functional structure? Grouping of jobs of similar nature under function. Organizing these major functions as separate departments creates a functional structure. So you're grouping those jobs of similar characteristic under functional nature, under functional organizing these major functions as separate departments. Here you can see that human resource, marketing, research and development, purchase are being divided under managing director, and each human resource, marketing, research and development, purchase are also different departments. So the whole is divided into different divisions, and each division is again forming a department. So all departments report to a coordinating head. So the human resource department, or marketing department, or research and development department, as well as purchasing department, they will report to the managing director, because managing director is the head of these departments. Now what are its advantages? What are the advantages of functional structure? Functional structure has many advantages. It leads to occupational specialization. It leads to specialization. So each department can specialize in their activities. It promotes control and coordination. So there will be control and coordination among different departments. Then it helps in increasing managerial operation efficiency. It helps in bringing out efficiency as well as result. Then it leads to minimum duplication of effort. So overload is being reduced. It makes training of employees easier, because each employees are in different departments. Those departments will give them training regarding their department. Then it ensures different functions get due attention. It ensures that each functions are being done correctly. Attention is given to each functions. Now let us look at the disadvantages. The disadvantage is that it places less emphasis on overall enterprise objectives. So what they will do is, different department has been created, so each department will function with keeping an objective, like their department objectives will be kept in it. The organization objectives will be forgotten. So they give less importance to organizational objectives, and they give more importance to department objectives. And it may lead to problems in coordination, as information has to be exchanged across functional differentiated departments. So one department's activities must be coordinated with another department. So every department has to be coordinated with each other. So there can be problems arising. Their conflict can arise among different departments. Then conflict of interest. One's interest may be denied by others. So everyone may not have the same view. So the thing is that there will be conflict between interest of different individuals working in each department. Next is, it leads to inflexibility, as people with same skill and knowledge may develop a narrow perspective and thus have difficulty in appreciating by other point of view. So it may lead to inflexibility, because people with same skill and knowledge, they may develop a narrow perspective and have difficulty in appreciating by other point of view. Sometimes there exists inflexibility from the part of workers who are working inside the organization, who are having the same skill, but they are they are developing a narrow perspective towards all the activities in the organization from their point of view. And its suitability is that the functional structure can be adopted in those organizations where the size of organization is large. The size of organization is large and it is having more, they are dealing with more diversified products and they require high operations and high specialization. Such organizations can adopt the functional structure of organization. Now let us talk about divisional structure. The divisional structure is the organization structure comprises of separate business units or divisions. So here in the organization there are different business units are present in this organization, and each unit has a divisional manager responsible for performance and who has authority over the unit. And each business will have different departments like marketing, research. Here for example in this chart you can see that there is a managing director as the head, and the organization is dealing with different products like cosmetic, garments, footwear, skincare, and each department like cosmetic, a garment, or footwear and skincare are having different departments like human resources, marketing, research and development, purchasing. So coming to its advantages, you can see that product specialization helps in development. As we said in the functional structure also, it leads to product specialization. Then divisional heads are accountable for profit. So each head in which the business is taking place, those heads are accountable for the profits and those problems arising in the organization. Then it promotes flexibility and initiative because each division functions as autonomous unit. So because there are different divisions for different business units, so it helps in promoting flexibility. Next is it facilitates expansion and growth. Its disadvantages are conflict may arise between employees over different divisions. Then it may lead to increased cost since there may be duplication of activities across products. Different business are taking place, not only one business, different business are taking place. Duplication of activities is common. Next is managers they provide managers with authority to supervise all activities related to a particular division. In course of time, such a manager may gain power. So when you are giving a manager control over these activities, he may gain power, he may misuse his powers, and he may promote his interest by ignoring organization's interest. And this type of structure is suitable for those organizations where a large variety of products are manufactured. Those are dealing with different products, they can use divisional structure. So when an organization needs to grow and need more employees, create new department, introduce new levels of management, it will decide on divisional structure.